I have no real expectations for what this video is going to be. Also, these people were not here before. Yeah, that was a clown. Okay, let me... Huh. Okay. I guess they change depending on the day or something? Guess I'll go ahead and fight them. See no reason not to. Anyways, I have a little bit of the city left to explore. Not really too much, and then basically the gym, so... Yay, gym. Which I won't do very well in because it's a ghost gym. I don't really see that one going well. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna handle it yet, but we'll worry about it when I get to it, I suppose. Alrighty. That was a bit of a different... Oh god. Is that gonna force me to use Defend Order or Metronome? Okay, I guess Metronome. Oh! Oh my! I like the idea of Fissure. It just causes a Pokemon to fall into a giant canyon and die. I'm not sure how the trainer gets it back. Wish. Okay. That is actually an interesting move. Let me see. How do I want to use this? Now, I have to mention that, healing moves on an in-game team are not always completely necessary because, while they're definitely useful in, like, competitive battling where you can't use items, in these situations where you can use them, they're not always needed because you can always just use a potion. Wish is a little different, though, because it can heal on, like, an off turn, basically. Like, you can attack and get healed on the same turn as long as you use this turn to use Wish. It's kind of weird. Out of the moves I have here, I don't really know if I need Encore. Yeah. As much as I like it, I don't know if I'm going to use it. I'll get rid of it. If I change my mind, there's always a move relearner, which I won't get to in much later in the game, but whatever. Let's go ahead and just get rid of this Machop. And there we go. Do I get to fight it? Oh. Oh boy. Evolution. Do I get to fight you also? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Kinsey, huh? Kinsey is a name, apparently. Oh, I wanted to see the animation for Rolling Kick. It probably would have not been very impressive. Okay, let's maybe get a move that doesn't suck. Is this Sky Attack? Oh, no, it's Solar Beam. Okay. Well, let's see how much the Solar... God damn it. Really? Okay, I can live with Toxic. And Sure. Oh well. So much for letting it die through the residual damage. Here's our first attempt at fighting ghost types. What normal move will I get through Metronome? Oh. Oh. Alright. Huh. That was actually pretty cool. The Zap Cannon is a 50% accuracy move. I did not expect that to actually work. I think I've mentioned this at some point before. Jeez, I'm getting really lucky here. Will this finish it off, though? Yeah. I never really got into the Twitch Plays Pokemon thing back when that was, like, really popular, but, I did watch, like, a few minutes of it, and, basically I came in when they were on the Whitney fight in, Crystal, I guess it was they were playing, and so, they had... I'm trying to remember. I guess they were using Togepi. I don't even remember, though. But yeah, there was... Oh, no, I remember what it was now. They were fighting Whitney's Clefairy, with Pidgey, and the Pidgey had used Sand Attack quite a few times to lower the thing's accuracy. It got Zap Cannon through Metronome, and still managed to hit with it, and it was kind of amazing. They still ended up winning the fight, though, from what I remember. Okay, so we're gonna go to Amity Square in a little bit, and here we have a Pikachu and a baby. Oh, okay. Kufufu! Apparently that's what babies say. Babies get along perfectly with Pokemon, such as my baby, who plays with a Aggron. I like that. It's like, oh wow, you're a Pokemon trainer. Like, is anybody in this game not? Poor kid just kind of hiding off in the corner. Unnecessary elevator, and we have old people. Yay, old people, give me stuff. Is it really that hard to manage? Like, you don't even have to feed the damn things. Really? Is it actually easier for them to operate the elevator than to go upstairs? That seems a bit weird. Okay. I guess if the elevator moves automatically by going into it, but that seems kind of unusual. Anyway, that building was slightly useless. There's a gym, which I'm still going to ignore. There's a contest hall, which I'm wanting to ignore, but the game is not making it possible. I think I've already been in this building. Yeah, because that's baby. Alright. Let's go to the contest hall so that I can not do anything in here. Oh boy, the pinkness. I like how she's just like, oh, hi. Gotta thank you for getting in the way of my bunny rerunning. Alright, so... do I just... like, I know that I had to come here because Fantina's here, but I don't have to actually do a contest, right? I don't seem to remember that. Okay. What do we have here? Oh, nothing. I guess that's where your portraits go when you win these. Alright, yeah, I don't want to do any of this stuff. It's wonderful Poffin, and you get it, it's just mild. Alright, so yeah, I don't have a great love of contests. I did them kind of begrudgingly once, and that was about it. I might come back to do them at some point, but I don't plan on doing them now. So, it actually, I do have a little bit I can say about it, and it pretty much ties into, what I was going to talk about for this episode anyway, which was my, playthrough of Pokemon Pearl, since that was the next up in my list. Pearl was the first game where I started doing a lot of these stupid self-enforced challenges that I do now. The no trading stuff, the Pokeball only stuff. And I'm not really sure why, and I'm not really sure why I continue to do it for that matter, but alas, I do anyway. So yeah, let's just get Fantina to bugger off. There we go. Go see if I can actually go into the Amity Square place with any of my current Pokemon. They're probably going to be like, none of these Pokemon are cute, even though they're all babies, so... Okay, I somehow missaw this. I saw, like, the Pikachu ears coming out of the hair as, like, one entity, and I wasn't quite sure to make out, like, I wasn't sure what to make of what I was seeing there. But, anyway, can I go in? cute Pokemon such as Torterra. Really? Yeah, this is really stupid. They, like, I guess just didn't want to create overworld sprites for some other things. I don't really know. It's freaking stupid, because, like, you'd think that Togepi or Cleffa would be on that list, but no. Clefairy is, but not Cleffa. So, let's grab our adorable little Turtwig here, which is apparently cuter than anything else on my team. Just so we can get in and wander around and find stuff, and waste time, basically. But anyway, Pokemon Pearl playthrough. I mentioned earlier that I pretty much kind of skipped over Gen 3 at first, and, like, got into it later on, after, like, realizing that it had come out several months later. And, that was not the case with Gen 4. That one I actually did follow quite a bit going into it. And so, I basically knew all the new Pokemon beforehand and, like, what the evolutions were and everything, and, I had a team planned out beforehand, which I think this was the first time I ever did that, for one of the, like, actual games. Like, I would have the teams planned out for the ROM playthroughs and stuff, but that was it. And so, this was also the first time I actually, like, used nicknames in a physical version of a game, and I did not start out very well here. I had Infernape for my starter, and it was just named Goku, because it's kind of based on the same thing, so it's not particularly original. Luxray, which was named Simbuzz, because, get it, it's Simba and Buzz combined together. I'm very smart. Gastrodon, which was Glermo. I would have liked to use the blue Gastrodon, but you don't get it until later in the game, so I had the pink one. Cherim, named Sunkura, because it's, like, Sakura and Sun. Again, it was kind of a shitty name. I don't know if there's anything else I need to get in this place. I'm gonna wander around a bit, though. I think you can, like, yeah, you can go different directions in this, and they lead to other places, maybe. I don't really know if they do or not. Anyway, I had a Bronzong named Lestrange, because it's a Bell, and Bellatrix Lestrange. It kind of works, I guess. And, a Drifblim named Dirigibane, which was, like, my name for it before it got an English name. I thought it was okay. Before getting the Drifloon, because it was Friday only, and, like, when I first got to that area, I had to wait, like, a week, I did temporarily use a Vespiquen, named it Elizabeth, ended up ditching it. I would come to use that Pokemon later on in a different playthrough, but, it was ditched for that one. And yeah, there's still quite a bit more stuff here. I think I might have to come from the other side. So let me see if I got an accessory here. I found a jagged boulder. So let me go wander around on the other side, I guess. But yeah, that was my team. I liked them. I had terrible nicknames for half of them, but it was a good team, I thought. And like I said, this was the first one where I, like, was super anal about my collection, so basically this is where I adopted the idea of having to have a full living Pokedex and not just, like, the full evolutions of stuff. And everything had to be in a plain Pokeball. It didn't start out that way, because I know for a fact I had several things in Great Balls, but then I ended up, like, replacing them later for whatever reason. And this was the first one where my random hatred against trading started. My explanation for this one was basically, like, I mean, I've talked at length about this before anyway, and I don't need to go into any more description about it now. Like, I don't hate trading as much as I used to. I still think it's very easily abused, but it is what it is. Basically, I just felt like I should try to catch everything that I can without getting help from people, and then at that point, once I had everything possible, then I could start doing trades if I needed to. But, like, at that point, I was so committed to it that I basically just refused to do that, so I don't know. that's just kind of what it turned into. So my full collection of that game has been documented. If you ever want to look up those old videos, they still exist. Basically, like, I had a lot of other weird restrictions involved, and I'm not going to go into all those here, but, okay, I know there's another place this can lead to, and I can't figure out how to get to it, because I swear there's another Pokeball somewhere. These buildings are really strange. Yeah, how the hell do you get to that? Sorry, I have to, like, actually figure out what it is I'm doing here, so I'm gonna take left every time and see if it keeps going between the two, or if it, like... Here we go, okay. Spooky part. But, anyway, long story short, the most impressive thing about the, Pokemon collection in that was the fact that I had a, full living dex of all 493, and according to the trainer card, which let me show what I'm talking about here, on the back of it, it says how many trades you have. I had only 4, which shouldn't be possible, but through much dedication and basically loopholes and the abuse of a couple glitches, I managed to pull it off. Did not cheat at any point. I did use the GTS evolution glitch, but that was it. So, I still think it was a pretty good accomplishment. I'm, like, not gonna randomly brag about it, but I still think it was pretty cool. And that's pretty much all I can say about that one. The reason this ties into what's going on here is because that was the first game where I ever did contests, and not because I wanted to, but basically because I wanted to get the star on the trainer card from doing it. So I had a Farfetch'd named Unleakly that I basically maxed out in the cool stat and entered it in like the Master Rank Cool contest and won and got all the stuff from that. Never did any of the other categories, just the one was fine for me. Also, I meant to put away Becky, but whatever. So yeah, Ghost Gym. Let's see how this is gonna go. Probably not very well. This gym is some kind of wicked. Oh yeah, I forgot they changed this gym. I guess, yeah, the previous gym was changed because in the, in this version it was that weird clock. In Diamond and Pearl it was just kind of like a hedge maze from what I remember. This one used to be this weird thing where, like, you would just answer, like, simple addition problems. Also, it looks like the emulator is not actually getting the darkness correct here, so it's missing a little bit of the purpose of this place, but oh well. Not gonna worry about that too much. So yeah, basically you're supposed to, like, uncover the hidden symbol and then go in the door that matches it and all that jazz, but in this one you can just see it very easily, so the effect is slightly lost. Anyway. Time to fight a bunch of ghost types. Metronome is probably going to call a lot of normal and fighting moves. I'm surprised I got Fisher again. Let's keep on that pain split, because it is sure doing a whole lot. But, last thing I'm probably going to mention about Pearl is just the shinies that I had collected in that one, since I did get a number of them. I had the Shanks that I found at the very beginning of the game, which I mentioned before. Later on in the game, I had found a Staravia in the Trophy Garden, I think it was. And then a Wurmple in Eterna Forest. And I think there was a fourth one? God, I don't even remember, actually. I want to say there was a fourth one, but I can't remember it. I know that I had my Golduck from Sapphire that I imported. Maybe it was just the 3 then. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just the 3 actually, now that I think about it. Possibly stuff from events like Pikachu Colored Pichu, but that doesn't count. So, Yeah, those are my shinies from that game. There were a few of them. It was certainly more than I had gotten in other, like, actual games besides ROMs up to that point, so I was happy with it. God damn it, no. Okay, just in case you missed what happened there, Memento. Not a particularly great move. It, is basically a self-sacrifice move where, like, your Pokemon faints, but rather than you getting any kind of major benefit from this, as with other moves such as, like, Explosion, which does a shit ton of damage, or Lunar Dance, I think it's called, where you, like, fully heal another Pokemon, all it does is just lower, like, some of the stats of the opponent, which they can just switch and get those stats back, so it's really stupid. I don't know why it's a thing. I don't know what I just said there. I was like, we get to suffer through some more metronome here. Doom Desire. That is Jirachi's move, isn't it? It's like a steel-type future sight. Curious to see the animation of that. Oh boy! Yeah, Ghost randomly resists Bug, in case you didn't know. And since Ghastly is part poison, that means that was a 25% effective move. Doom Desire did not have a particularly great animation. Did a lot of damage, though. Just in case you're wondering why I'm using Sponge so much when it doesn't really have any good attacks, it's pretty much because it doesn't have any good attacks, and I'm wanting it to learn some. So, like, it's kind of my first priority to level up. And skipping evolution. Anyways, before I forget, I picked up a Spooky Plate. I'm going to give that to you because you have a ineffective ghost-type move that can be slightly boosted by it. And I don't have any other decent held items that I'm noticing. Sneezing should be ignored. Yeah, everything else is... Like, I mean, I could give something to Togepi and be like, oh, just in case I happen to get lucky and get a poison move, this will boost it. Like, I could do that, but it seems kind of dumb. I guess I'll do it anyway. Here, have a Dread Plate. And I don't think I have anything that boosts grass moves, otherwise I would give that to Caroline. But yeah. While I was in Amity Square, I noticed I picked up a couple TMs. I didn't comment on those at all. So I got Attract, which is a fairly useful move. I'm once again gonna hold off on teaching it to anything, just because I'm a hoarder that way, and I'd rather wait until I know for sure what my final team is gonna be. And I also got something else in there, I think. Recycle, maybe? I don't even remember what I picked up. None of these seem that great. Like, I mean, obviously Earthquake's a good move, but nothing can learn it. And you can learn Rock Tomb, Secret Power. Actually, yeah. Secret Power is not too bad. I think I might actually want to teach this to somebody. Let me take a little breather here and figure out if I can get more of these TMs, and that will help me influence my decision, so yeah. Alright, so here's what I found. I cannot get any more of this TM, which is a little unfortunate. And I am probably going to regret this decision, but I've decided to give it to Sponge, and let me explain why. Of the Pokemon I have so far, the other three have basically run their course. Like, they've already learned every move they're going to learn outside of TMs. So I'm going to have to find TMs to make them useful, and It's going to be kind of costly and annoying, but it'll have to happen. Sponge actually is going to be learning more moves. None of them are that great, but there's a few decent ones in there. But the main reason I'm going to give it Secret Power is because it has the ability of Serene Grace, which I did specifically soft reset for. Serene Grace makes the added effects of moves twice as likely to happen. Now, Secret Power has a 30% chance of having a secondary effect, and the second effect can depend on where you are, but they're all pretty useful, or at least most of them are. So having a 60% chance of getting an extra effect is pretty good, especially since I don't have any other moves that I can really use. And as far as what move to delete here, even though Metronome is incredibly unreliable and should probably be replaced, I'm going to hold on to it because I think it's fun to use. Gonna get rid of Sweet Kiss. I haven't been using it. I've already got another Pokemon that can confuse stuff if I ever need that. So, yeah. Hopefully I will not come to regret this decision later. But, I think this now solidifies Sponge as a mainstay for the team for a while. Not necessarily for the entire playthrough, but now that it actually has a decent attack that gets stab and has a special effect and everything, it's basically going to be my strongest team member. And it sucks that I'm teaching it in the Ghost Gym where it will not be doing any good, but So, let's put you to the side here and lead with my Pokemon that is probably going to die to most of the ghosts. Let's go inside these doors that are the wrong ones. Oh, it lead you back to the beginning. Okay. I thought there would be trainers behind them. Never mind, let's progress onwards then. Are you lost? Are you enjoying yourself? And Death to Confusion, possibly? He gave that thing a good chance. No, he didn't really, because this is a special attack. You're dead. Okay. That was a good battle. And possibly have a Ghastly as well. Nope. Oh well. So let's see, we have Stab Confusion, or super effective yet shitty move Astonish. Let's start with Astonish and see how much it does. It does have a chance of flinching. Yay. Will Confusion kill it? Yes, it did. Confusion is still better. Okay. The flinch was nice, but it's not exactly reliable. I'm expecting this thing to use Ominous Wind and pretty much destroy me. Or it could just do that. Alright. Something's telling me the gym leader fight isn't going to go as well as these first few fights here. Don't know what could possibly make me think that, seeing as how it's like the boss of the area, but poison type, cool. Let's have fun times with oh god. Are we gonna have a repeat of this? Just nickname a Pokemon Ray, teach it Confuse Ray, and have it fight something else also named Ray that also has Confuse Ray. You will get the most excellent freaking dialogue of all time. Ray tried to no, Ray is confused. Ray used Confuse Ray. Ray was confused. Ray is confused. Ray hurt itself in its confusion. Ray used Confuse Ray. Okay, but yeah, enough of that. Let's get in some weak damage here, I suppose, until it starts using other moves. Now see if I can use Copycat on that Sucker Punch, that would be cool. But I don't know if I'll be using it again. Yeah, especially if it does confusion damage on that turn, because then that doesn't count. Did something happen there? Actually, yeah, can you Copycat Sucker Punch? Because Sucker Punch always has to go first. I think it, like, played the animation, but didn't do anything. That was weird. Whatever, just... You're not gonna win this fight. Let's just switch out. Okay, something that's not part poison. Maybe you can actually fight it. Mischievous is kind of cool. I don't really have anything to say about it other than it's kind of cool, but I like it. We're probably gonna die on this turn. Yep. Yeah. It has Pain Split, which is one of my favorite moves, so it's got that going for it. And Death. Death, yay! Sponge, you can't use Secret Power, so maybe get lucky with Metronome. Defend or... What the hell is with these repeat moves? And we're dead. Okay. Excellent. I was trying to give the experience to something else, but no. Nope, not gonna happen. Alright, let's go and heal. This gym's pretty much turning out to be what I expected. I don't know what I'm even saying. But yeah, I fully predict that the gym leader is not going to go down very easily, because I don't really have any Pokemon that are built to deal with ghost types. Like, I do have a couple that are immune to them, but of those two, one of them has Magical Leaf as its only attack, and the other one has an attack that it can't use, and an attack that has random effects. So, yeah. I might have to rely on extreme luck through confusion and paralysis, which is not the best way to get through fights. Even there, I don't know if I have a good chance of winning it. But, yeah, let's not fight Ghastly with the grass moves. God damn it. Okay. Do you have a non-Ghastly? No, you don't. Okay. See, I'm trying to get everybody experience here, and it's not really working out in my favor that well. Like I said, not really working out in my favor that well. Sponge, have some fun with Metronome. It's our favorite. Maybe you can get Defend Order again. Or Fisher, so it can miss. Or Hail, I guess that works too. So, that leads to a technique that I was actually thinking of at one point in this game. Should I give Caroline Hail and Blizzard? Because that's going to take up 2 slots on its move pool, and the only thing the Hail does is give a slight bit of residual damage and make Blizzard 100% accurate. The reason I was considering this is because with Magic Guard I would not take any damage from the Hail, but I don't know if that really justifies using it. I'm going to say probably not, but it was an interesting thing to think about at least. Okay. Can we please just get rid of this Ghastly here? Please get rid of the Ghastly here. I wish you had the, like, call out to the Pokemon to wake it up option like you do in the GameCube games. Okay, Sponge, let's try this again. Put the thing to sleep first. Or it could do that, okay. Works. I'm assuming the curse does not follow me if I switch out, so... It did... Oh, okay. I was like, did it already wake up? I forgot it didn't fall asleep. Because I'm not paying attention in the slightest. Ugh. Oh no, I can't escape. Maybe it'll use curse again and die. Oh my god, it actually did. Okay. Whatever works, buddy. Hey look, evolution. Oh wait, no, not really. By the way, since I don't think I've ever actually stated this in the video, even though I have said it in comments, I will never understand people that are like, you should use an Everstone so that you don't have to keep pressing B. Because, like, right now I don't have any useful held items anyway, with, like, one minor exception. But at some point I am going to have them. and I'd much rather have a useful held item than use an Everstone just so I don't have to press B once every, like, 10 minutes. Because that really doesn't matter. So, anyway, that was that gym. As far as I can tell, there's no other way for me to go. Let me check over here. Yep, we've still got these egg-obsessed people blocking this door, and we've got random news crew blocking this door, even though they're totally not, and I can get through. So, at this point, I basically have to beat Fantina to proceed, and I don't really know how that's gonna go. But, for the sake of ending this episode on a high point, or, well, I say high point knowing perfectly well that I'm probably gonna lose this, I'm going to lay down a save state and see how badly the fight goes, so I at least know what I'm preparing for next time. Because I don't expect to beat it, but I can at least get an idea of what I'm fighting so that next time I can know what I need to do to win this through sheer luck. That's some tall text. I'm gonna guess she was probably, like, American in the original version, because they always, like, change English to French in the translation from Japanese for some reason, but yeah, I don't know. Also, she might be a guy. I don't know if she actually is, though. Okay, Dust Skull I'm not too worried about. I'm not gonna actually put a lot of effort into this fight, by the way. I'm just mainly wanting to see, like, what her lineup is, because I'm pretty sure she has a Miss Magus. I don't know if the last one is, like, a Gengar or a Drifblim or what it's supposed to be. Alright, here. Becky, take the future sight. It'll be cool. Also, you won't be able to attack here. It'll be even cooler. I'm not really sure why I changed to you, other than to take the future sight attack. Okay, come on. Okay, so Dust Skull looks like it shouldn't be too difficult. I can always use a potion to heal this damage off, so that's not a big deal at all. Next up we have... Okay, it's not a Gengar. That is my main concern. And even though this is really stupid, you know what, whatever. I was gonna say I'm just gonna end right here, but fuck it, I'll keep going. I'm curious to see how this fight ends. Because I'm not playing it smart, and if I actually somehow manage to win, then that would be pretty hilarious, so... You know what, let's make you not levitate. Just so then that way, if I somehow manage to get lucky and get a ground move through Metronome, it will hit. Well, I've got Hypnosis. Does this thing have any non-ghost moves? Well, it has Confuse Ray. So what does it have? Confuse Ray, Hypnosis, No, it wasn't Sucker Punch, it was... Shadow Claw, I think it was. Oh, it does have Sucker Punch, okay. So yeah, it does have one non-ghost move, but I have to be attacking on a turn for it to use it. I think that was Horn Attack, I didn't even see what it was. Cross Chop, yep, that's not gonna hit. Can we maybe get off a move here? Okay, that's great, but not gonna do a lot of damage. Yeah. Come on, Earthquake. Or Mega Kick. Air Slash! Yeah, didn't really need that. Come on. This is the greatest fight of our time. something cool. No, that wasn't really cool. First damage of the battle. Ineffective moves, yay. Actually, that did a lot more damage than I expected it to. Last chance. Will this finish it off, actually? No. Oh well, I did a pretty good amount of damage to it. I am going to switch you in and hopefully... fuck off. Finish you off through possible confusion damage and that. Like, the immunity to Ghost is useful in this fight. I'm surprised it hasn't been killing me with Sucker Punch. Maybe it's already used up all its PP on that. Alright, that's 2 down in this run that I didn't think would go anywhere. Let's see what Miss Magus is gonna do. Start off by paralyzing it. If I can actually get in the stun spore, it's probably gonna outspeed me. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, at least I actually hit. Does this thing have Levitate? I'm pretty sure it does. And I'm not going to get a ground move in because I've already used up my metronomes anyway, so fuck it. I survived a Psybeam that I didn't expect to, but if I Super Potion here, I'm probably just going to die after like another turn anyway, so let me get in a tiny bit of damage. Maybe heal some back and it'll maybe get paralyzed if I'm lucky. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Let me go ahead and heal anyway. Shadow Ball. Okay. I mean, I'm not surprised that it has that, but I figured it would go for the super effective move. Yep, there we go. Okay. You are likely to die. And that's all I have to say on that sentence, so I'm gonna send you in. Maybe some flinch hacks. Or death. Maybe some flinch hacks. Possibly. No, just death, okay. Well, I'm all out of metronomes, so you're gonna be less than useful. I can get in a wish, though. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do here. And I'm dead. Okay, no, I'm actually not. Again, this battle, it was not really meant to be actually won, so I'm not expecting great things here, but I suppose you never know. Come on, please, like... Come on, please hit. Go. Yeah. Whoa, did she just quote frickin' Galaxy Quest? I saw it for like a quarter of a second there. And I know I've said before I'm not going to speed up gym leader battles. This one is so full of wasting time that I can't really avoid it though, so yeah. Ugh. See, I would like to copycat that, but then I'm probably gonna die, so let's just be patient and be smart. Use my last few magical leaves. Not get killed through confusion damage. Possibly. Please. This is the battle of many super potions, apparently. Okay. Snag that Psybeam and win. There we go. I am not really sure how I feel about winning that battle because I basically went into it with the mindset of I'm gonna lose this, so I wasn't really taking it seriously. But hey, I won it. I'm okay with that. I'm a little dumbfounded too, to be honest. Alright. So, yeah. I guess that means, we don't have to worry about that next time. And this is Shadow Claw, which I'm gonna guess I probably will not be able to use. Let me verify that. Nope. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna end it there. So, next time we explore the route that is after this place. That's about it.